Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is LB the Realist, and this is Surrealistic Studios, where the real is surreal. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. So, the NRA is suing Florida over the newly enacted gun laws. Governor Rick Scott signed the newly enacted gun laws on Friday, March 9th of 2018, I believe. So, this Friday that just passed. And the NRA almost immediately responded. So, it bans the sale of firearms to anyone under the age of 21 from any source, not just a federally licensed dealer. And not only pistols, but it extends the ban to rifles and shotguns as well. Now, the NRA is saying that they're suing for the constitutional rights of 18 to 21-year-olds. And I'll go ahead and read a little bit from the Hill here, which gives a short but descriptive explanation of everything that's going on. So the National Rifle Association, or the NRA, filed a lawsuit over Florida gun legislature that was signed into law on Friday. The lawsuit asked a federal judge to bar the new law from taking effect, the Associated Press reported. The NRA takes issue with the part of the bill that raises the age limit for purchasing all firearms from 18 to 21, according to the AP. The NRA claims the regulation violates the Second Amendment, arguing that it violates the constitutional rights of law-abiding citizens, according to the Tallahassee Democrats. If I sound a little stuffy, my bad. My sinuses mess with me. This blanket ban violates the fundamental rights of thousands of responsible law-abiding Florida citizens and is thus invalid under the Second and 14th Amendments, the lawsuit reads. The 14th Amendment guarantees equal protection under the law. By barring those under 21 from purchasing guns, the lawsuit argues, the Florida law discriminates against adults based on their age. In particular, the lawsuit alleges that the new law especially impacts young women between the ages of 18 and 21 because they are less likely to commit violent crimes, according to the Democrat. Okay. Florida lawmakers passed the bill this week that implements a 3-day waiting period for purchases of most long guns and bans bump stocks, among other regulation. The bill came just a few weeks after the shooting that left 17 dead and more than a dozen injured at a South Florida high school. The new law also creates new mental health programs for schools and allows some trained school personnel to carry concealed handguns on school campuses. Florida Governor Rick Scott signed the bill into law on Friday despite opposition from the NRA. The NRA harshly criticized the bill after Scott signed it, saying the new measure punishes law-abiding gun owners for the criminal acts of a deranged individual. Now, for the most part, I think I agree with all of these regulations, or whatever you want to call them, that were put in place, bans. There's no assault weapons ban. So I like that. What I don't like is the fact, well, actually, no. I guess actually, no, we're on the up and up. They banned bump stocks, which I agree with. They're raising the age limit from 18 to 21, which I agree with. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm interested to find out how this is going to hold up in a court of law, honestly. But, I mean, listen, we have a drinking age. We have age limits for certain things. Just because you're, 18, that doesn't give you the right to everything, So, the Second Amendment doesn't guarantee 18-year-olds guns. It's just not in, it's not in there. So, I agree with this. You got to be 21 to handle alcohol. You should probably be a little older to handle guns. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was going to say, even if your parents teach you how to use guns properly from, a young age or whatever. But that's, I mean, I guess if there's parental consent, but we're talking about purchasing firearms, not the handling of firearms. Gun safety, that's a whole nother thing right there. That's what more people need to be aware of so that we can cut down on some of these gun accidents that happen. But as far as, the age limit, I mean, there's a lot of unstable people out there. We have to realize. And a lot of times, when you're that young, you're not really taking everything into account. When I was that young, I thought I had it all figured out too, but I know for damn sure I don't have it all figured out right now at 29. And if the age limit for drinking is 21, then I think the age limit should be 21 for buying a weapon as well. Some people may disagree with that, but I think that that is a worthy, I guess, sacrifice that people should be able to make in regards to, you know, in direct response to everything that's taken place with Parkland and the Las Vegas massacre and, you know, Sandy Hook and all of these massacres that just happen needlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like, something needs to happen. Something needs to happen, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. So what else does it do? They implemented a 3-day waiting period for purchase of most long guns and bans bump stocks. So that makes sense to me, because out here in California, we have to wait 10 days for any gun that we buy. It doesn't matter. So I'm already used to that. They pretty much desensitized my ass with that one. It really sucks. But I get why they have that waiting period. They call it a cooling down period. So if you're a person that wants to go buy a gun to go shoot somebody up because you're mad or angry at that time, then you'll have 3 days to cool down, or 10 days to cool down, or whatever, so that maybe you'll rethink that decision. So that makes sense to me that they would do that. Banning bump stocks, I told you guys in the last video that I don't agree with banning shit, but I do agree that there needs to be regulations on certain things. Like, just because we have it doesn't mean that every American citizen should have it. And if it's something that's that dangerous, I mean, you should have to go through certain tests. You know, no regular 18-year-old fresh out of high school or still in high school should be able to go and buy a fucking flamethrower or a grenade launcher or an automatic weapon. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just where I stand personally. Some of you may disagree, some of you may agree, but I think that you have to draw your line in the sand somewhere, and that's just mine. I don't agree with taking all guns, and that seems to be the sentiment amongst some progressives, or if you want to call them that, or some lefties. That seems to be going around nowadays. They're flirting with the idea, and some of them may say it in you know, joking, you know, in a joking manner, but a lot of them mean it. You know, a lot of them mean it. Like, Graham Elwood, I bet you he wants to confiscate everybody's guns for the better, you know, for a better society. And I get why he wants to do it, but just because it's coming from a good place doesn't mean that it's a good decision. It doesn't mean that it's a good thing to do. And honestly, I know that guns kill a lot of people, and I'm in no way one of those people that are just, you know, I'll die by my gun. And I'm all about love and light and peace. You guys know I always say that at the end of my videos: love, peace, and chicken grease. Spread that enlightenment, you know what I'm saying? But I agree with fighting for my family, and I agree with fighting to survive. But I'm in no way on a murder mission. I'm in no way for infringing on people's rights, or, you know, infringing on their right to live or their right to be happy. You know, so I'm caught in the middle here. I don't agree with taking everybody's guns, but I do agree that we should ban some shit. Some shit just needs to be banned. You know? If it's dangerous, if it takes lives away from people, takes sons and daughters away from their mothers and fathers and their loved ones, their friends, their co-workers, like, we don't need that, you know? So I'm glad that things are being done. Can we be happy for that? Can we be happy that things are being done? There's not an assault weapons ban, even though the Democrats are trying to do that. There just needs to be logical, sensical middle ground here. And one last thing before I leave on this note, I don't agree with proponents of the Second Amendment that say, you know, they're just so gun-ho about it that all they really could go back to is, it's our Second Amendment right. Second Amendment right. Everybody has the right to bear arms. Yes, we do, but there's certain regulations that we have to put in place to keep everybody safe, you know? So you can't just keep using that not everybody has the right to drive. You know, not everybody has the right to... You guys know what I mean. I'm off on this one. Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of talking about gun control, honestly. Honestly, it's nonsensical because we all know what the right thing to do is, but people that are Second Amendment proponents, they don't want to give an inch because they feel as though if they give them that inch, then they'll take a mile. I understand that, but you have to give something. You cannot give nothing. You can't, okay? We have to meet in the middle on this one. So, with all that being said, remember to love, remember the peace, remember chicken grease, remember keep spreading that enlightenment, keep fighting. Follow me on all social media. Follow me on Twitter, LB_THAREALIST. Follow me on BitChute. I'm on BitChute now as LB the Realist. I'm on Instagram, LB the Realist. I got a Facebook page, LB the Realist. I got two actually, but look in the description and you'll find the right one that I'm actually on. I got a mixtape on SoundCloud. Go check that out for me if you guys haven't already. And that's it, y'all. I'm hoping everybody is well. I'm gonna try to do some more videos after this, but I got to do a little bit more research here, just a little bit more. And I want to get back to my banner, man. I'm missing it already. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video if you like. Share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Love you guys. See you on the next one.